Hey nerdlings! I'm back from LARP. We are sorting laundry, as you do. And let me say, this was the best game at LARP that I have gone to. I had the most fun. I had incredible interactions with people. I learned new skills. I feel like I'm finally starting to kind of get the hang on how to play the game, how different things work. Like, I'm getting a better idea on how magic works, and I'm getting a better idea on how fighting really works, and I'm just getting a better grasp on it. Is giving me such a better strength in playing. I don't feel as clueless when it comes to everything. This game was what we call Ratification Day. Ratification Day is the celebration of the older races and the younger races signing a treaty to agree to live on the land together and to get along. And yeah, so it's a game full of a lot of partying, which is Piper's favorite thing to do. Friday I started out wandering around. I ran into people I knew. Well, first off, before the game actually started, we had one of our players who sells LARP weapons, and all of the LARP weapons that we play with, they have to be inspected, they have to be checked with to make sure that they're safe, that they're not actually going to hurt anybody. But he was selling different swords and axes and different weapons, and I noticed he had these two beautiful little elven throwing daggers. They are beautiful, and they're very soft. They're very yeah, you're not really gonna hurt anybody with these. And Piper doesn't really have anything to protect her other than her magic, which she still doesn't have that great of a grasp on. So I went ahead and I purchased these from him, and I tied them onto my belt, and I had them with me the whole game. And my mission to be able to use these, I had to learn how to use them. So this whole game was about Piper growing and experiencing new things, and also learning how to throw daggers, so that now next game I can actually have that skill and I'll actually be able to fight, and it's going to be great. So yeah, I bought these, and I actually didn't learn until today, which is Sunday. And yeah, so I kind of poked around. I was asking people, you know, who knows how to throw, who knows this, who knows that, who knows all these different things. And yeah, I'm sorry, my brain is kind of fuzzy on Friday. I know I ended up spending the evening on the Farseni porch in very lovely company. There were goblins out everywhere. And let me tell you, goblins are very entertaining. They're very silly creatures, and they get up to a lot of no good. We had a prescribe up around the Farseni porch, which kept out goblinoid creatures, so the goblins could not come onto our porch, but anyone else could. So we were safe from the goblins, and that really seemed to be all that came out Friday night. So I was on the porch, and anytime we saw the goblins or heard the goblins in the distance, we would all get very quiet, and they wouldn't realize that we were on the porch because they couldn't see us. They could still have thrown things through the porch, and if that had hit us, it would have done damage, but if they didn't know we were there, they weren't going to do anything. So we literally just hid on the porch, we chilled out, we talked. I got to sit with a lot of my friends that play ancient characters. They play either Eldars or they play Jinborns, so I got to talk with them. I learned more about their cultures and their backgrounds and where they came from and things they specialize in. So I learned a lot about that. I learned more about the Farseni camp, which Piper's a big fan of the Farseni. They know how to enjoy themselves. They know how to chill out and eat food. And they do it in style, and they're wonderful. So yeah, that was a lot of Friday night. I ended up staying up until 4 in the morning. I went to bed around 4, which is the latest I've ever stayed up with Piper. I usually put her to bed somewhere between midnight and 2. Just cause. I didn't step foot into joining the action when I was over by the tavern, but I definitely stepped out of the tavern to the background of the fighting that was happening, and I had my little spell packets in my hand, and I was waiting for like an opportune moment to like strike at something, and I never really did. But the fact that I was outside of the tavern was a big step for me, so like, yay! And it was just funny because everyone was like, no, Piper, don't go outside, and I was like, but I can help, and they were like, just be careful. So that was Friday night. Went to bed. I woke up around 10 on Saturday, which is also the latest I've ever been able to sleep at LARP. Normally my body wakes me up sometime between 8 and 9, and the fact that I slept till like 10 was great. I headed over to Monster Camp. I was not doing a shift, but some of my friends who were doing NPC characters wanted help with their hair. So I went over and I braided a bunch of hair and helped, and then I ran back out and I socialized, and Saturday was a very long day. Yeah, it was a lot of running around and socializing with people. I bonded with the Inverso house, which is like the houses are kind of like clans, like if you're thinking Game of Thrones, it's like the Starks versus the Targaryens, so it's kind of like a family, but like then there's also people involved in it, other people involved. Yeah, but the sorry, I have like crud on my eye because it was really muggy today. So the Inverso family invited me to come and join them. That was a little bit later in the day. Other than that, I wandered around. I spent some time with the Farseni again. I went and visited the Romanovi, who Piper also loves. Piper loves everybody. But yeah, I went and I visited with them. Then I went to the Inverso cabin, and they had a beautiful spread of bread and cheese and meats and pickles, and we had a feast, and we had different wines, which once again, no alcohol in game, so they were different like juice concoctions to represent different types of wines. So we had some wine. We played bocce ball, which is I don't know if it's a real game, but or if it's a made-up one specifically for here, but it's where someone throws out the little white ball, and then you're trying to get yours as close to it as possible, and so it's kind of like horseshoes and stuff, that kind of a general game. But we played that, and we ate, and we socialized, and we had a lovely time, and it was super great. And then I headed over to the Farseni cabin to go to the divination meeting, which Piper has never gone to one of those before, so she got to witness that and experience that. And then there was a treasure hunt, so I went with one of my Farseni friends, and we did the treasure hunt. We did not win, we did not find anything. We found out later that it had been sabotaged. Another group won, and then one of the groups that was not far behind them apparently was like taking the clues, which you were supposed to look at the clue and then leave it and move on. So by the time that we got to them, because we were slightly late from the divination meeting, all of the clues were gone, so we didn't really do very good, but that's okay. So yeah, we did the treasure hunt, and then after that, the sun was going down, it was getting dark, so apparently there was supposed to be a pub crawl, but there wasn't really a pub crawl. It was kind of just people hanging out and drinking because it was ratification day, which is what you do. So my whole goal was to get Piper really drunk and have her put to bed, because I had to go do monster makeup starting at 10 p.m. So from about 6 to 8, Piper kind of like wandered around with people, drank, got absolutely wasted, and she socialized. and she talked to dwarves and she talked to the corsairs, and she had a really, it was such a good game for her to really just be out and socializing. She had talked to so many people and she learned so many new things. It was amazing. And then, so yeah, she got really drunk and she ended up getting put to bed, and I changed into some comfy clothes, grabbed some food, went down to monster camp, painted people. They sent out goblins, a few orcs, and some spectrals, some like wraith type creatures, and they ravaged the town, and the town did really good at protecting itself. So yeah, I'm really proud of everybody. I had a really nice time painting. It was really fun. The shift went by pretty quickly, and then I was done at 2 with my shift, so I literally chilled out, washed my face, brushed my teeth, went to bed. So I was asleep at probably around like 2:30, and then I woke up a little before 9 today. And then today, super chill. Piper kind of just wandered around, caught up with everybody. She pretended to, well, I pretended to have a hangover from all the drinking I did. Lady Evelyn taught me how to throw my knives because she has hers as well, and she's very proficient in them. So she taught me the skill, and I got held hostage by some bandits that were in town, which was scary. But my friend saved me because they wanted money, and I was like, I'm not the person you want, because I spent all my money on alcohol yesterday. So I heard that the Inverso family, the Inverso house, wanted to speak with me, so I found them, and they offered me the invitation to become a retainer for their house. So what that means is, while I'm not family, I would technically become a kind of member of their house. I would not be a noble, I would not be of anyone of like super, I'd be at the bottom with their ranking system, but like I would be invited into their house, and it would offer me protection, in which I would also apply my services. And they told me that they wanted me to join because they really liked my spunk and they very much enjoyed my company, which made me feel very nice. So Piper left them saying that she would be honored to join them. I've not officially joined them yet, but it was really, really nice. They are all so lovely, and I had so much fun with them. And yeah, I can't wait to see where that journey takes me, because Piper has been feeling very, very lost in Stillwater lately. She doesn't really know where she belongs or what she's supposed to be doing, so now she's on a path to keep practicing on defending herself, learn her magic more, and see how she can play a part in serving the Inverso house, which are Lord Vincenzo and Lady Gemma, and there are other members of the house, but those are the top 2. But yeah, that was a lot of what happened. Oh yeah, and Friday it started out, I started looking for Fey crystals with the Inverso family. That's how the game started. I feel like it's been such a long weekend that I don't even remember what happened. So that was how Friday night started. I started looking for Fey crystals with the Inverso family, and then I wandered off and did other things after we, came back from looking for crystals, which we didn't find any, but that's okay. We had a nice time walking together and talking and catching up about like life and what's going on. But yeah, that is what happened at LARP this game for Piper, and I had an absolutely lovely time. I bonded with so many great people, and I am really sad that I'm missing February's game. Zach and I are going to be going to Arizona. We're going to his hometown. We're going to go to the Arizona Renaissance Festival, and it is going to be his birthday while we're gone. So we are missing the February game, but I should be back in March, and I will be very excited to do new things, because there's much that is going to get planned and worked on between now and then. So I hope you all enjoyed my tale of Ratification Day. I really enjoyed it. If you liked this video, please give it a like, hit subscribe if you want to see more, and the notification bell. Tell me what you think about tell me what kind of character you would play if you LARPed. Or if you do LARP, tell me about what kind of character you do play. And I would love to hear all that. So thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!